Recording. Good morning.
Good morning to you. You look
How
happy,
are
Cassie.
well, I'm just alive. So,
I
so
know
I'm
you're
just thankful.
busy. You've had that great race, and do you have AmeriCorps there yet?
Okay, AmeriCorps has been here. I'm telling you, I don't know if we would have been able to make it without them. They have been so amazing. And I had a phone call with one of their leaders on I think today's Thursday, so it must have been a Tuesday because
We
they're
have some
coming out
people
for.
joining us. Okay, there's some people
Oh,
joining. You know that.
okay. Well, we'll talk about that
Wait a minute.
later. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hello, Tony and Jamie. We have
Hi,
Sexy, our partner, on
Tony.
Well, hello.
here.
How are you?
Doing well. How are y'all this morning?
Doing great. So, how is married life treating you?
Oh, it's wonderful. Lots of paperwork. But besides that, everything's great. We actually had our 1 month anniversary the day before yesterday. So
Wow, it's wonderful.
1 month.
Wish you all happiness.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, happiness.
That's so sweet. Well, Stacy was telling us about AmeriCorps. She's had AmeriCorps there, and she said she didn't know if she could do without them at the race. So tell us, Stacy.
Okay. So, with a race, there are so many moving parts. And what we did was a 5K, 10K, and a 13.1 all in one day. And, you need the volunteers to be in all the areas. The city did great. The sheriff's department did great. But the AmeriCorps team, I mean, they were just amazing. I mean, they were at sections. Okay, y'all know they teach them how to do traffic and all of that. So they were able to step in where we didn't have maybe that cop there, or where we didn't have someone to go around and check on the water situation. I mean, y'all, they were amazing from the beginning to the end. And to ask a volunteer to be there at 6 a.m., which I was there at 5, but to ask someone to show up and it was freezing,
Mhm.
literally freezing. But it was a great day. But I'm not going to keep talking about our race, but it was just wonderful. And I'm just right now, you guys, the fourth round, if you have your application in by the 10th, you can possibly get them because I missed out on the round for January. So that would have been the third round because of my race. Really, I just didn't do a great application, but I do have time now. I'm trying for that fourth round and I pray we get it because these folks, they work so well.
They do.
Yes.
Good morning, Michelle. And thank you for that beautiful card I received in the mail on yesterday.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
You already got it? Wow.
Mhm.
Well, the mail in some areas, I tell you, is rough, but I guess because we're right here in Jackson, um, it. When did you mail it?
Saturday.
Oh, well, yeah, I got it. So
Yeah.
thank you. It was beautiful.
You're welcome.
So Sharon won't be able to join us this morning. They have corporate people coming, and she had to be the setup person. So I told her I would let you guys know. We definitely understand when we have corporate people coming in. Okay, so I'm looking at the clock. It's 8:33. I want to go ahead and get started with the meeting because we want to honor everyone's time. And I just want to say good morning to everybody again. And Michelle, I'm going to turn the meeting over to you because I know this is a special meeting.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Thank you. Tony, it's good to see you back. Thanks. Thanks for being here, Mr. Married Man.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be back.
Yes, yes, yes. And hey, good morning, Jamie. So,
Good morning. I'm about to switch over to my computer. I had to drop my kids off this morning, so it's gonna pop out and pop back in.
sounds good. So we do have voting this morning, and I'm just about to put, if you'll open the chat box, That's the link to vote. If you have not already voted, let's see, if you have not already voted, do so now. So you can vote one time, otherwise it'll tell you, sorry, you have already voted. That's the thing that we need to do. There is no change to the bank balance. We haven't had any money come in or go out, so there's no change. And that's about it. We had intended that this morning's meeting would be everybody sharing what they need to sort of get this holiday season kicked off with volunteers. How do you have any problems or issues that you need help with? So if anybody has problems or thoughts or issues or things that you'd like to share about holiday season stuff coming up, that was the focus of the meeting. I know that I'm going to be going to the walk, the Candlelight by Jackson, Old Jackson by Candlelight, which I know takes lots of volunteers to coordinate. And that's a Department of Archives and History thing, including the 2 Mississippi museums. So do you need anything with that, Tony?
So right now we're doing great. Really and truly, we try to utilize staff member volunteers for our Christmas by Candlelight so that our normal volunteers can enjoy all of the festivities at all the sites. So we're doing really well with all of our signups. I think we've got about 30 various staff members that are going to be working that night. And we've been getting the word out to all of our volunteers to please attend all of the festivities, because not only will there be the Christmas by Candlelight stops, but we are also working in part with the new downtown Jackson, let me get the phrase right because I want to make sure that I call it Capital City Lights, which will have several stops all around the Jackson area that will have different trees on display, different local artisan holiday markets, musical performances on Capitol Street, and just a lot of various holiday art and family activities all throughout the area. So I'll definitely see if I can send y'all some, I don't know if y'all seen all of that information, but the Christmas by Candlelight that the Department of Archives and History is working with will be from 4 to 8, and then the Capital City Lights will be from 4 to 11 downtown Jackson. So there will be a lot going on December the 3rd.
Tony, I was going to ask what MDAH sites are going to be open for tour.
For sure. So the 2 Mississippi museums will be open on the inside, and there will be choirs performing throughout the evening. Not the museums themselves, but just the common spaces will be open. And we'll also have the Possum Ridge train display there for everybody to enjoy. The Old Capitol Museum will have a lot of activities going on outside. They're going to have the 401st Army Band performing outside the Old Capitol Museum. The Old Capitol Museum is going to have lots and lots of lights this year, all outside. And I believe, and I hope I'm not spoiling anything, but I believe there will be a fake snow machine going on outside the Old Capitol for everybody to enjoy. Then also we'll have the Governor's Mansion open, where you will be able to take pictures with Santa and the first family. So that's going to be very exciting. And I believe docents will be there. That's the only site that we will actually be utilizing some of our tried and true docents, just because it's very much a tradition for them to get to lead some of the public through the historical section of the mansion. So they'll be open. And then also the state capitol is going to be open. So those are the only sites that we're going to have going on. The Manship House and the Eudora Welty House will not be open this year, but that's just because we're trying to work with Capital City Lights to do a lot in the downtown area instead of sending people out further than normal. So we will have buses going on, so you can utilize buses between stops, but a lot of the activities will be within walking distance from each other this year.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
After us having to cancel it last year, we are very, very, very excited to have it back and be able to continue this Jackson holiday tradition. So I'm pumped.
I really always enjoy that so much. I before COVID, I got 5 or 6 people and we all just wandered and it was a lot of fun.
It's just so great to not only be able to have kind of the freedom to kind of see some of these historical sites lit up, but it's just nice to kind of be able to kick off your holiday season with a lot of people kind of telling you some of the traditions that Jackson has celebrated over the last decades. So if you haven't taken part of it, I highly recommend to try and be downtown. And like I said, I'm going to see if I can find a bit of that schedule to drop in the chat for y'all to see everything going on.
Well, the most important question, the store, will it be open?
Yes, it will, to my knowledge. And also, thank you for bringing that up, Elizabeth.
Yes.
This weekend, this Saturday from, I believe it is 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., the Mississippi Museum store will be having its holiday open house. So there will be lots of the holiday items being featured for the first time, as well as different nibbles and snacks and drinks that we will have featuring Mississippi catering for people to enjoy. And there will be a discount for anyone and everyone to take part in. I believe it's a 10% discount to the general public. And then if you're a volunteer in our system, you can let people know. And I believe you'll be able to take 15% off your total order.
Sounds good. Yay.
Tony, if you don't have an opportunity to put it in the chat, could you email us this information?
Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
I'm trying to, I'm going to go on mute. I'm listening to everybody, but I'm find right now to send to y'all.
Maybe Michelle can blast it out to everybody like she usually does and make magic happen and let everybody.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah.
I think I saw something in an email, Tony. Look for I think where I got the information was one of those, whatever you call them, like a weekly blast.
Yeah.
It's got the Eudora Welty House book thing in it. Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Hey, Jamie, while he's doing that, and I know I am totally getting ahead of myself, but it's the reason why I'm asking this question this early. Have you guys started thinking about the different volunteer awards that will be given? I know it's yearly, and I think it's normally in April. The governor's initiative. Is that right, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Is that what I'm thinking?
Through the volunteer, it's the Give Awards through Volunteer Mississippi. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Now,
Yeah.
is that something Jamie would be involved in?
She may or may not be. That will be over at Krista Estes' place.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll reach out to her.
Yeah, I know that Carla hosted a volunteer award.
Oh, she sure did, Stacy. I
Yeah.
apologize. She did. She hosted it. Yeah.
Back, I think it was virtual, maybe in April of last year, right before she transitioned out. So that's definitely something on my radar for 2022.
And you know, she certainly did do that, and I apologize, Stacy. That was the cutest presentation. She had this red carpet walkway virtual, and it had just all the bells and whistles. It was precious, really was.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking
I'm
about, because
sorry, I forgot about
there's a
that.
couple of people that, and especially one person that I really, Michelle, I'm gonna need your expertise, because you're a writer, and that person is a writer. So I'm talking about Brian Little. He raised, I know, $4,500 for the children to be able to walk in the race. And that alone is just something I feel that he needs to be recognized for.
Very sweet.
I would be happy to help you, Stacy. Just let me know what you need.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, do you see? Does everybody have the chat open? Tell me,
Yeah.
put links in the chat box.
Thank you.
And Jamie, you had asked for me to put the voting link. That's there too. Well, Jamie, what do you have going on at your hub? Do you need any advice or any thoughts about the giving season coming up?
So we actually last week released our holiday giving guide it's the first time we've ever done it, and I've had a lot of really great feedback from it. So that's been fun. And just honestly trying to recruit volunteers for Thanksgiving week. There's a lot going on. I know Society of St. Andrews, they're having a few potato drops and gleanings over the next week to try and get food distributed to families across Mississippi. And then the Salvation Army is getting ready to host their big Thanksgiving dinner. And they're having a really hard time getting volunteers for it. So I have been working trying to help them recruit some volunteers. So that way that can make sure and happen. Is there anything that you all need as far as volunteers or things to include in my newsletter that'll go out at the beginning of December for the holiday season?
Jamie, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of need a refresh on your system.
Okay.
So I could, after Thanksgiving, of course, but I could come to you and you can kind of, if you have time, give me a new training.
Yes.
It looks like I'm having to jump back into the volunteer aspect of where I work, because no one else is seeming to take the role on. So it looks like I'm gonna have to assist with this. But in order to assist, I need to kind of know what I'm doing again. So yeah. Okay.
Well, I will send you an email after this to set up a date for us to get together and give you a little training on it. That'll be fun.
Thank you.
And Jamie, I don't need anything right now, but I just wanted to let you know that we are planning a big recruitment push for after the first of the year at MDAH, and kind of going through and looking at all the volunteer roles that we have, updating everything that we've been doing over the last almost 2 years now during COVID, and seeing what we can do not only to meet the volunteers that we've had over the last 2 years and see what they need from us, but also recruit new volunteers to get involved at the various museum sites in the department. So I'll definitely be reaching out to you after the first of the year to kind of schedule maybe some time that we can talk so that I can get all of our dates on your calendar.
Yeah, that would be great. And is it okay if I include the Capital City Lights information in our newsletter for December?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, sweet.
Madam President, I see that Sylvia McNeil has joined us. Maybe she could be the next person to share and be on the list. Good morning, Sylvia.
Good morning, Miss Sylvia.
Good morning. So what am I doing now? Let me get in my little
We were discussing what's coming up, what's going on, if there's anything you need help with coming into the end of the year.
So far I'm good. I got enough volunteers. It's me and me. but we can handle it for now. We're doing good. It's the same report I had this last month, with the exception of we've added a few more students, but right now I'm good. So thank you.
Do you guys have anything exciting coming up for December for like Christmas or Thanksgiving?
I do, and it has nothing to do with volunteerism, nothing. But I want to share this with you all. You know that they have been filming the Hallmark Company movies in Natchez. Every day a bell rings, every time a bell rings, and it just started streaming today on the Hallmark channel. Now it's streaming there, and it's a cute movie. And for the first time, Hallmark had a premiere of one of their movies before it started streaming or going on television. Well, this was an unusual movie because they decided to stream it before they aired it on national television. So on December 5th, it will air on the Hallmark channel, but it is precious. You need to see it. My sister, who's very talented, she's the one that's the jeweler. She actually did the metal work to adorn the wishing bells. But this movie is cute and you will just love it. And I just had to brag on it. My hometown is perking up so much. And a lot of the nonprofits, this is how it ties into us, a lot of the nonprofits are benefiting from the movie companies, it's more than one, being down there. One of the wishing bells, there's only one in the movie, but my sister did a bunch of them with Richard Branyan, who's a woodworker, but they are auctioning one off, and that money will go to the Humane Society down there and to the Christmas decorations. Of course, Hallmark wants it decorated like Christmas all the time. But anyway, I just had to tell you that so you could be on the lookout. You can go to Hallmark Channel now and stream it, or you can go on the Hallmark Channel December 5th when they will air it for the first time. So that's my exciting news. And the nonprofits and all of Natchez, they are benefiting from these companies coming in. So I just had to share that. It will get you in that ho, ho, ho spirit. That's it.
Fun, Elizabeth. Cool. Thanks. So Sylvia, take a look too in the chat box on the side. There are some links that Tony shared to things that are coming up. And also there is a link. Nope, you can't see any of that.
Because I joined late. The chat's not.
Okay,
Sorry.
I see. Did you have a chance to vote for officers yet?
No, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I will put the link in the chat box now and you can do it now.
All right, thank you.
All right, here it is.
Michelle, have you had any success in locating anyone who might be a potential treasurer?
I haven't. I've checked with 2 or 3 people, and there is just very little interest in taking on anything new. I think people are sort of burnt out and worn out, and so I haven't had any luck, no. But I'm still looking.
Okay.
It's not a huge job, and Fran said that she would continue. I just thought that if somebody was really excited about that opportunity, that would be better, because she said she really isn't anymore. She sort of moved on to other things. So we will still have a treasurer, but it would probably be better if we had somebody who was really thrilled to do it.
Well, I think all of our people have spoken today that are on, and I don't have anything to add, but I'm excited about Stacy's run that they had, and the AmeriCorps team she was telling us about. She said that she couldn't have done it without them. They took on a lot of roles at the race.
Yes, they did. And the main thing is, after, you have these events, you have your post meetings, and that was one thing that stuck out. I needed to make sure I applied for a team at that time on next year. I've already set my new date for 2022, which is November the 12th. Again, that was our first. So hopefully this will be a ongoing yearly thing. We are in the black, I'm happy to say, because it could have turned the other way. But the only thing that happened on that day that I was not pleased with, but of course I'm not in charge, was it was just so cold, because I know I had prayed that it did not rain, so it didn't rain. I prayed for sun. It was sunny, but I did not think about praying about the temperature. So that was on me. And
Mhm.
again, it was freezing, but great day. We're in the black, and that's all that matters. And y'all know when something is successful, you just keep doing it over and over and over. And try, if you can, apply for you a AmeriCorps group.
Mhm. They are wonderful. They really are. I was going to ask, the DOVIA made a donation to the Children's Museum for candy. I think it was $200, and I just wondered how her event went. Do you know? The trick-or-treating, did they have a lot of
She
kids?
said it was successful. She
Good.
said it was a great success, and she could not stop thanking us. Even Monique, I think, sent an email to all of us thanking us for giving them that candy.
Oh, I did see that. I just wanted to make sure they had a good crowd. I thought that was such a neat thing to do for the community. Good deal. Okay. Well, I think that's everybody, Stacy.
Okay, Michelle, do we have the results? Do we want to announce what the results are?
Sure, give me just 1 second to go find that. If anybody wants to vote, this is your last chance to do it before I before I go and look at the results. So, Madam President, give me about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Sylvia, if you're
Voted. I just voted.
okay, thank you. Just 1 second, Madam President.
And also, I would like to know the links that I missed. Can you email them or put them back in the chat, or what were they about? What the links I missed before I joined? Somebody?
Tony?
He's doing
Yes,
it now.
1 second. I can get everything together.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Madam President, it looks like every single vote was for the slate as presented with the officers that are currently serving. No one wrote in any new names. So we have got Stacy Crane as president. We've got Sharon Griffin as vice president for programs. Elizabeth Coleman, vice president for membership. Michelle Baker, vice president for marketing. Fran Baker, treasurer, and Tony Schnadelbach, secretary. So those are the 2022 DOVIA officers.
Thank you, Michelle. That takes a lot of work when you're doing all these emails, and polls, and surveys, and everything. You do a lot of work.
Yes, and we definitely appreciate you, Michelle. And I just want to say congratulations to all of the officers. And we will come up with a date, unless we have a date, for our meeting.
I will take a look at the calendar and let the other officers know, and we can figure out where we move on from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So if all hearts and minds are satisfied, I am going to motion that we end this meeting.
I second the motion.
Thank you. You all have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Everybody have a wonderful
Thanksgiving.
day. Thanks a
Bye-bye.
lot. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.